I was doing some nutty combos, dude. I was feeling myself today.
Are you playing Melee?
Yeah, I just posted.
What's the new system people are using? People not using. I heard people aren't using Smash Ladder anymore.
No, it's that sleepy thing. You can play. It just matches you against random people in the world. No.
And they'll be updating it with a ranked mode soon.
I'll do that nut clip, Austin. Oh my god, I was feeling myself, dude.
I personally like the one where you got shined at the bottom and you just scream.
That's because like I was doing risky stuff. I was trying to be cool, and he's like, you know what? I don't want to be cool. I'll just kill you. And I was like, oh, I just like doing cool stuff. That's all.
Man. You can play that game.
So when did we want to start the podcast?
That's true. Wait, let's look at the dark. How's life? You know, there's one thing you probably could. Can I add stuff into this?
Sure. No, I think you can just view. You can tell us though.
I have a question. Ask on
I'll
the
just exist.
We could do that thing that you know, I want a podcast that won't be named. What people did for their week.
I thought that's what we were doing. Talk about highlights of week.
I was reading
Hopefully
that.
this podcast turns out cool.
Do you want the kiss? What the hell? What was your favorite age growing up? What kind of question?
None of them.
Then
Who's hosting it now?
I don't know. We didn't think that.
All right, Korey, get the N-word out of your system now.
Oh, I don't say that. Okay, nut.
Not fuck. What's our podcast even called? Hello. Welcome. Welcome.
Oh boy, do we need to restart that? What's up, gamers?
My goodness.
What's up, gamers? It's me, Dizzy.
What?
I play Melee.
What should I actually do? Should I just say welcome and then start?
Yeah, you can be like, welcome to the first, you know, NVGWW podcast.
The first annual Not Very Good with Words podcast.
Well, this is annual. It's not going to do very well.
I like to bring you away from my
at least monthly. I mean,
If we just be really funny, haha, then it'll be good because people will just be really excited for our next podcast.
We're gonna need to save these podcasts so like when the apocalypse happens, I have something to listen to on the radio.
Okay.
God.
You never know, man. What if like one of us is the last one left? Well, you gotta leave the podcast with one of them. So they pretend. You never know. Like,
you know, let's just preface this by saying you have a really good face for the radio.
oh,
Thanks, man.
that's how it usually goes. So if one of us is the last one left. We can pretend we still have friends.
What? Well,
Just prepare.
I'll listen to the radio and go, man, those are the times. And then I drive off a cliff or something.
Oh god. Let me ask you guys. Has anyone in here played Paper Mario: Thousand Year Door? I'm just asking. No one? Oh my
I have
god. Uncultured.
Uncultured.
Excuse me.
Do you guys want to introduce yourselves before we start? Or
Starting with
since
James.
we've already kind of started?
Introduce ourselves. Like,
Needed
what
the
names
level
are we
9.
going by?
I mean, has anybody in your entire life called you Peter before? I don't think
You know,
so.
you got a good fucking point. You know, when I was born, my parents were like, "Yeah, fuck, we made a mistake. His name's Beater now."
No.
Hey, Peter. Get over here, bring me a beer.
I guess we start with Peter.
Wait, what? You want to
Yeah.
start with me?
Yeah, because from what it looks like, it goes from you to me to James to level 9.
I don't like this.
That's what I see on my thingy.
No, the hosts need to go first.
Who's the host? Can't even talk.
level 9.
That's me. I wasn't expecting this. I was expecting James to take the ropes.
No, because I wasn't going to let that happen. You're the one that set this up.
Freaking James over here with traps.
I have to deal
God,
with
he's
it
a-
every year for San Japan. This is on you.
This man, he plays traps in Yu-Gi-Oh! He's a trap in real life, and now he's bringing the traps on me. I can't believe.
That's it. Thumbs down.
It's never a dull moment to flip a pink card.
You think those are pink? I always thought they were purple.
I mean, well, the fusion cards are purple. Like when you can.
Welcome to the Not Very Good with Words podcast, everybody. We kind of started 10 minutes ago.
Yeah, I've been recording for 9 minutes.
Yeah, I've been recording too. So.
Well,
Hey,
we'll
like,
just edit a lot of it. I feel like if we're gonna do podcasts, we should like pick a theme.
Games. That's all I got.
Well, we have some content here to go over, but we are struggling here.
I don't know if we're struggling. We've been talking for 10 minutes. We just don't.
dude.
We're just aiming.
You're just not interesting.
No.
Himegoto just said it was 9 minutes ago, and you guys went straight to 10.
Shut up. How dare you tell me what time is? Time's not real.
Yeah, just like life's not real. Oh boy.
Well, Beater's over there in the corner, sad and stuff. Hey guys, why don't you introduce yourself? I'm level 9.
I'm Himegoto.
I'm dizzy.
My name's Beater.
Oh, we go from there.
Tell us about your week, Beater.
Hold up. Wait, you guys are the hosts.
Why would I? It's ladies first, Beater. Don't you understand?
All right,
Yes,
Korey,
yeah.
that's you then.
Oh. So my week starts, like every now and then I wake up, I look at the ceiling, and I always wonder how long I can keep going. And then from there, I get on my computer. This week was pretty rough for the Smash community. I can tell you that now. It's pretty brutal. Oh my god. It was like, oh, dude. I'm not gonna lie. It feels kind of devastating to like wake up to seeing like all the people that you admired and like watched as you like started in the scene. I took pictures of a few of them, and it's crazy. I don't know. Should I even say it? Like,
Did Mango? You took a picture with Mango. Mango didn't get called out for anything, right?
I mean,
Well, he
Okay.
did, but then his wife was just like, "You guys are fucking morons."
Okay, cool. Fuck.
But
so
like,
should we
'cause, like
even-
people, wait, are we allowed to talk about this?
that's what I want to know. Like, what do you think?
I mean, we can, I guess. That's
There
not
we go. I mean, it's not like it's going online. Right?
what.
Yeah, dude, we're just putting this on our local hard drives.
That's what Well, I guess basically, quite a few players were outed out as sexual predators. Pedos, as they call them.
And pedo sympathizers.
Yeah, a lot of Wonka Giga.
Zero got called out too, didn't he? Like after saying he felt
I
bad.
think he got kicked out of the Smash community. He was like,
Nintendo has also released him from their roster.
True.
Oh, really? Wow.
He
That's-
used apparently, from what I heard.
He ate ice cubes?
Yeah.
yeah,
so-
dude,
kids said
you
that.
didn't hear it, dude. Don't eat ice cubes. Absolutely disgusting.
Yeah,
So-
so far, I think, I guess today, I was looking on Twitter. Some call it Westballs is about to get kicked out now.
Oh no.
That one's actually one that hit me kind of hard.
Yeah,
Not like emotionally, but like, damn. I used to look up to that guy because he was like my Falco hero.
I mean, didn't.
Bam.
What was he doing a few years ago? He was taking like Adderall or something. But that was just Mango's wife calling him out on something stupid.
Apparently it was like a rumor, but apparently Manga's wife was calling him out on it. But someone finally came up with evidence that he was actually like asking for people for Adderall.
Is that what's happening right now?
Well, I just said he also talks to underage girls apparently.
That's just on the side though.
Westballs.
Damn.
Bro.
Wow.
Weird times we live in.
Yeah, dude.
Who would have known that 2020 would be the end of the world?
I can't wait.
The end of the world, the end of the Smash community. In December, the kaiju come out of the Atlantic Ocean.
You guys
It's
seen Evo, right? Like what happened to Evo?
yeah, who was it? Mr. Wizard? Was he the one who was the weirdo?
Yeah.
Wait, are you talking about the CEO of?
Yeah.
Yeah, wasn't he
What?
like paying little boys to do something weird?
Yeah, take off their clothes, I think, or do stuff. Sexual acts, I can't remember.
Great. And it was the year Skullgirls finally got into EVA.
Coincidence? I think not.
Well,
It's
If we're on that-
It's Skullgirl's fault.
we're on that topic. The coder for Skullgirls got called out too. Everybody's getting called out this month.
This is the
Uh,
year.
This is
This is the year, guys. It's happening. It's happening.
Well, yeah, these people are finally, receiving some support. I mean, if there was a time to act, now is better than ever. If something's happened to you and, bring it to light. The sooner the better.
just I'll flash the hotline on screen while I'm editing.
The hotline. What is it?
Yeah, what is it?
What it's it's 1-800-ABUSE.
Is it really
I
that?
don't know. Why would I know that?
1-800 help me.
That's probably a real number.
So, number is 1-800-799-7233.
Okay.
Oh, look at this Google
this
Doc. I
guy
can
is-
see all the people looking at it.
You'll know if I'm looking. I look at it. It's an anonymous copy bearer.
Wait, is mine anonymous?
Are you anonymous?
But you can't tell which one's me.
I watched V's for Vendetta yesterday.
Oh, that's a good movie.
Yeah,
I saw that in
that
high
movie.
school.
I'm gonna put my anonymous mask on. I'm gonna go hat the government.
So another news though, like besides the sadness of the Smash community, and good
Uh,
news, I bought a shit ton of games on the Steam sale, and one of them was called Skull the Hero Slayer. And I would tell you guys now that game is dope. It's
Yeah.
hard.
What do you
It's
do
fast.
in it? Is it a roguelite?
It's basically it's a roguelike with like a crazy combo system. Like the more like basically at the beginning it's like Rogue Legacy. You can level up certain types of abilities, like maybe speed, cooldowns, and all that crap. Like swaps. Like there's like in the game basically you can like wear 2 types of helmets. One, when you like switch between both of them, it like what's the word I'm thinking of? It gets rid of the cooldowns basically, so you can like combo both of them into a combo again. But it's like hard to keep up with since I don't understand the game too well, I guess.
Is it a popular game?
I don't think so. I hear no one talk about it.
While you were streaming it earlier over at twitch.tv/Dizzward, I clicked on it and there were like 2 Korean people playing it, and then you. So
Yeah, there you go.
You mean 3 Korean people?
You know what I mean?
Has it been out for some time?
Let me see. It came out February 19, 2020.
Okay.
And the guy that's playing it right now has 7,000.
Wow.
I mean 7,000 viewers.
Yeah. The reason why I heard about it though is because I don't know if you guys have heard of this game called Dead Cells at all.
Oh,
Yeah.
I've heard of it.
Yeah, one of the they put the character skin from that game into this game.
So they put dead cells into Skull.
Basically, yeah.
Kratos.
Yeah, there's Kratos as well. Yeah,
What? How did they get Kratos in there?
it's just like a skin.
Parody.
Okay.
Yeah, basically.
Thought maybe we were talking about the game clam.
It's a pretty fun game. There's these twins that keep destroying me, but other than that, I love this game.
Did that boss looked a lot like the one in Gunvolt, where they do exactly what they do to you in that?
But were the twins?
Yeah, I think they're the same character or something. They just split into 2.
Yeah, like an Ocarina of Time,
Shadow.
Yeah,
when you have to fight the twins.
you gotta use your mirror shield to shine the light on.
And other than that, though, I just bought a few games on Steam sale. I played Ruin Terror, the card game. I think it's better than Hearthstone. Don't at me on that one though. Other than that, yeah, that's about my week. I didn't really do much. Okay, Beater, what about you? I'm passing it off
Did
to
I
you.
do my week?
Yeah, passing it off to you.
Well, I recovered from surgery. I had
that's
my
good.
tonsils and adenoids removed, so my throat is very clear now.
Right on.
That's nice.
Was it everything below your neck? You got removed?
Neck.
Yeah, so you're just a head rolling around now?
Nothing else other than just a penis enlargement. But
Yeah.
Your voice sounds so crisp. I love it. Surgery went well.
I've been grinding a lot of Borderlands 3. I was a really big fan of the other Borderlands games, but I just finished Borderlands 3. That was
Yeah, I
pretty
haven't-
good.
I bought that game. I haven't even tried it yet.
It's pretty fun, but story is so awful. It's like one of the worst like video game stories to ever be written. Like, I'm not even exaggerating. It's terrible.
What's so bad about it? What?
It's really bad. So just like imagine that you really like a series and then like they just like build these characters around you for like the first couple games that you like are in love with. And then they're just like, all right, let's just kill off all the cool characters and replace them with a Mary Sue. And that's Borderlands 3. It's really bad.
What was the one that came in between 3 and 2? It was like you were in space or something. That one was really bad, wasn't it? Yeah.
I thought it was okay. I feel like people hated on it a little too much. I think the issue with the game is that like the movement in it's not fun because it's really slow. But I think the issue if like the pre-sequel mostly that people have is like it doesn't really change anything too much from 2. Like it's like the same game. It's Borderlands 2, unfortunately. I mean, Borderlands 2 is good, but like why play the pre-sequel with like worse movement when you could just play 2?
The 2, yeah, that makes sense to me.
I mean, I liked the pre-sequel, but
don't you play as Claptrap?
you can play as Claptrap.
Oh. I think I tried it out for a bit and I quit for some reason.
I think, I don't know. All right, okay, this is a side note across from that. Are we doing audio cuts in this?
Yes.
Like, how are you? Okay, thank freaking goodness, dude.
There won't be all these awkward pauses in it.
Yeah, dude, you should just make sure you get rid of the awkward.
The awkward. Dog, I have to delete the whole podcast.
You delete the whole podcast.
I think you should just make it longer.
Make it longer.
Yeah, just make it longer. Yo, just put a laugh track in there.
Well, I'm just gonna put music underlining it too, so we just have like it's not dead silence.
Are you gonna put Ram Ranch in there?
Yeah, you know it. 18 naked cowboys.
Cowboy cock.
Come down to the ranch and get your
I
cock.
already know James already hates this.
I heard him laugh a second ago.
I think that's more like
associated with these idiots.
Associated with these people.
Oh, speed. That reminds me, actually, Actually, no, that might be to continue with your week. Oh, that was it?
Was it
Beater?
Meter?
Wait, what? I mean, is there anything else you guys want to ask me? If not, then we can go on to the next person.
It's your week.
I mean, I much have been like a vegetable, like troglodyte living on my bed because of surgery, but
Oh, yeah.
So you got transferred into a
I got
troglodyte.
to a real gamer.
So I guess that's it for his week. Himegoto, want to take the stick?
Or I can go if you don't want to.
Well, my week
Okay.
consisted of training at my new position at work.
Promotion?
Jumped over. It came with a raise, so I guess you could count it as one.
You're making that crisp $87 an hour now.
Working in customer care, so it's kind of similar to what I was doing, but now I don't actually touch money, and the people are not in front of me.
That's good. That's more safety back there.
So I was training these past few days, and while I was there, a friend / coworker contacted me and informed me that he or she tested positive for the virus. And so I stepped away for a moment, stepped outside, and contacted my manager and let her know what had happened and everything. And she told me to go get tested, and I answered some more questions about it, and now I am on a quarantine until the 12th of the month. So,
With pay, I hope.
yeah, well, unfortunately, it is using my paid time off.
Oh,
But I mean, I need it too, so I can continue to pay for my things.
true.
Are you working full time?
Yeah, I work full time. Yeah, so I had been there all week, and then Thursday I was there. The person messaged me about the virus, and then from there I went ahead and left.
See, when you told me that the other night, I thought you were telling me
Tested.
you had the virus and it was just over. It's all over.
And,
How was the experience?
well, I mean, the actual what they had to do to test me took less than 30 seconds, but I was there for roughly an hour, due to wait times and whatnot. A long Q-tip up both of my nostrils.
Both.
They did both your nostrils?
Oh, that's
Yes,
supposed
I
to do
gripped
one.
my steering wheel so hard because it was car like curbside service. So
I was thinking
I
about doing
filled
that.
out new patient documentation, and then a lady came out, picked it up, and then another lady came out, asked me some questions, and took my general temperature and asked me some general medical questions, and then she disappeared. And then a different lady came back out.
She never came
And-
out, and then she was just like, "Yo, did you see that lady?"
Dude, she's out here like sticking things up people's nose and stuff.
Yeah, she's also
Hey.
grabbing people's social security numbers.
And then the last lady, she asked me, she said, "Do you have any questions for me?" And I said, "No, I'm good, And she's preparing the swab, and I go, "Actually, I do want to tell you that I appreciate what you guys are doing out here. It's extremely hot out here. I know you guys have been out here for hours. You're placing yourselves at risk, and I just you guys are phenomenal." And she was really touched by that.
She
No, we did not. She thanked me. She said she would pass it along to her team, and I left.
That's nice. That's very nice gestures, James.
But other
That'd
than
be
that,
nice.
Good karma comes your way soon.
I have been streaming, and I think good karma hit me because the other night, a popular Realm of the Mad God content creator, Hyperion, raided me. After his stream was over, we peaked at 99 viewers, and we averaged, I believe, over 20 or something during the stream. It was my first big stream like that in ages, it felt. So, and then the next day, which was yesterday, a few of those faces popped back in,
Ooh.
and it was cool to see so many people in the chat and everyone being silly and playing, Realm of the Mad God. And I'm hoping to continue streaming and hope to see the growth continue.
Good
And,
meet with that.
hope
I
for
believe
the
it can
best.
happen. It can happen.
I mean, yeah, when I was in the chat last night, I noticed how many people came back, which might have something to do with all the subs we gave out, but might also be because you're an entertaining human.
Yeah, thank you, Level 9. And shouts to Dracula if he hears this podcast.
Dude,
For those gifted subs that night. That was very kind of you guys.
Dracula guest? Question
Oh,
mark?
yeah, we should ask him.
Doesn't sound too bad.
Oh, congrats on 300 followers.
Oh, I didn't even realize I had made it.
Oh my
Nice.
god, that's huge.
Dude, that you can take on the Spartan army now.
Yeah, dude, you got your own like little cult following there now. Make your own religion.
But I believe this week I will probably, not sure if they want me to work from home or what we're going to do, but I'll probably be contacted tomorrow with more info. So
Can you work from home?
I believe I could. She did ask me if I felt knowledgeable enough to, and I replied letting her know as long as I had access to the resources, such as my coworkers mainly, if I had obscure questions, it wouldn't be a problem. And I would be able to save some PTO that way as well. But more to come later this week.
I would take that deal.
How's Texas
Like-
handling the whole situation?
Horrible.
Bad.
I agree with Dizzy.
Yeah.
We're like on opposite sides of the country.
I don't believe, even at this point, and I'm guilty of this, I will raise my hand here to this. It's not being taken as seriously as it should.
Yeah, I don't generally wear a mask. I've only done it around my parents, but anywhere else, it's like,
Not even when you go out.
I mean, no. The only time I go out is with Jackie or me driving alone in my car.
Yeah, dude, how are you supposed to kiss all the girls when you're wearing a mask, bro?
Yeah, how?
You got some lips in your mask.
Just glue some lips on.
I do wear a mask now. I have been for the past few days now, anytime I walk out of the apartment.
When do you get tested anyway? When do you expect the results?
Tuesday at the earliest.
Did it take like a week or something?
Thursday at the latest, but 3 to 5 business days.
God. I'm gonna do mine Monday, so hopefully, hope for the best. But did you register online or you just call?
This was a place that had free, just drive up testing. If you had insurance, at least. So
Yeah, if not, it's gonna cost you at least in there.
yeah, it was $150 if you did not have insurance.
It's not the most awful thing, but
True,
yeah,
it's
it's pretty
not, yeah.
expensive.
If I didn't, I would have paid the $150 immediately if it meant.
You would have pulled your $200 bill out of your wallet and handed it to him.
Yes.
Yeah, he would have pulled out one of his 500s and be like, "Yo, can you split this, bro?"
You would have pulled out your $200 bills and then went to town. Do you guys have
I
any
would've paid
$2
all
bills?
Dollar bills. Paid it all in dollar coins.
I do not have any $2 bills currently.
Like, have you ever?
On my person?
Yeah.
Rarely.
So you,
Carried one before.
I think I was 19 and I went to the bank and I like took my paycheck and I tried to get a whole paycheck in $2 bills and they gave me $50 instead. And that's my story of how stupid I was 10 years ago.
So why did you 10 years ago want all $2 bills?
Because you want.
That's a question for the ages.
Money.
Who
I
knows?
wanted my wallet to not be able to bend.
I can't put it in my back pocket, guys. It's a little too fat. Yeah. I'm not real sure why I wanted that. Just
Yo.
because they were different, I guess.
A collector of money.
Well, collecting money is probably not a good idea. Well, it is.
Collecting
But it's
money is not a good idea, but collecting other people's social security numbers.
Yeah, so anybody listening to this, you have a social security number, put it in the chat right now.
Yeah, dude.
Do not
please.
do that.
You can.
So, anybody have any new hobbies lately? Nothing.
I've been playing a bunch of games. That's like
It's
a new
not
hobby.
New, level 9.
What do you want from me? New? I started skating with a friend, like roller skating.
Like longboarding? Oh,
Uh,
roller skating.
Yeah,
Is this the same
No.
person you were popping fireworks with?
yeah. We went into a abandoned parking lot last night and did fireworks, which
Right on.
the police drove by several times, and they just didn't care.
America.
America. You go to the baseball field parking lot and you do firecrackers. Who gives a fuck? You're all good. You're golden. Outside of random firecracker popping in the middle of the night in a baseball field, I played some games. Are you done with your week, Jams?
Yeah, continue.
Okay. So I played Firewatch, which is a game about a guy who goes and watches fire. And I relate to that because I go out into my field every night and watch for fire and listen to my voice crack. But really, it's a sad guy living a sad life. And he goes into the woods and he talks to his new best friend.
You mean
Beautiful.
lover?
His new lover best friend.
Wait,
So-
who is it? Like a mythical creature or something? Or
What?
Yeah, he talks to Cthulhu.
in the game?
You're a fire ranger, a park ranger, or something like that.
Yeah, so
'Cause it's like back in the
Fire
80s.
investigation. I don't know, like,
It's back a long time ago when we didn't have like satellites and stuff to watch for the fires, so people were actually stationed out in the forest to watch for fires, and they'd report to the US people. So like there's a bunch of people stationed out in the woods, and he becomes friends with his lady co-worker.
it's an interesting
And he-
story. I don't know. I mean, the game's pretty old now.
Well, I'm trying to like not give away a bunch of it.
I mean,
not
it's not a game
good.
you play for the gameplay.
Well, I mean, I like open world games that aren't open. I'd prefer that every time.
Yeah, I like
Breath-
toilets that aren't toilets.
What? What the fuck does that mean?
I mean, you said you like open world games that aren't open world games. I'm just saying something relatable.
All right, Peter, dunk on me some more. Why don't you? It's so outside of that, I worked, which working involves me sitting in my office chair for 8 hours looking at Twitter. Twitter makes me hate myself, and here we are.
Can we send this to his boss?
He'd probably laugh at it. He'd be like, "You hate your job? Get back to work, boy." And then I look at Twitter for some more hours.
There I go.
Yeah. All right. See you later.
The epitome of being American. I hate my job. I hate my wife.
It's like the boomer comments where it's like, "Honey, can you hand me your hairdryer? I got just the thing," and he hands her a Colt 45.
Oh no. Only
Have you not seen that? Have you never
No.
seen any of those old?
Hardcore boomer humor.
Yeah, they apparently boomers really hate their wives and husbands, making me wonder why they ever got married in the first place.
Wait a
Well,
second. Who's the guest in this?
Who's the
You
guest?
two.
Who even knows?
Is it me and Beater?
yeah, unless you don't want to, you want to do it every week.
I thought
I'd-
I thought it was Austin and James.
I voted.
Yo, Corey, let's take over. This is our podcast.
Yeah.
now.
We're the leaders now.
You hear that, James? We're free. We're finally free. 14 years of doing this podcast, we were finally free. They've taken our torch.
I was only 10 years old 14 years ago.
Okay, Mr. Young person.
I would like not to discuss how old I was 14 years ago. I don't like talking about being -2. Those were some rough times.
Put a big disclaimer on the screen. Beater is not underage. Beater is not underage.
Yeah, Austin, what the heck? I'm not sending you pictures of my ice cubes. I might like the game Mega Man Zero, but I am not Zero. Things I did this week. I played the Surge 2. Surge 2. First one, that was pretty okay.
I've heard a bunch of like very off and on things about the first one, so I decided I'd just play the second one because I figured
Second one any good? Like
second one's really good. It's almost Bloodborne good. Like, or it's very.
boring good. All right, you're about to get crucified by somebody.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna get crucified. Like,
Dang, the heretic.
I'm either gonna get crucified by the people who hate that I compared it to Bloodborne, or I'm gonna get crucified by the people who like really love the Surge and don't want anybody comparing it to Souls, despite that being what
I
it
mean,
is.
it is a Souls-like game.
Mhm.
Surge 1 was very Souls-like. Do you guys play any of the Souls games?
Yeah, I bought DS3 too. I played a little bit of that recently. Oh, hey, Dark Souls 3, this is so good.
I really enjoyed that one too. Not a lot of people liked it for some reason.
It's really easy compared to the other two. Well, I mean, 2's it's kind of dumb bullshit, but it's still a pretty good
I don't
game.
understand, man. Everybody hates on 2.
2's like a lot of status stuff. It's always poison or it's on your own fire. It's never, I'm coming at you with this big stick. Run away.
And Dark Souls Remastered's not on Steam sale, but
Yes.
every other one is on sale.
It's not new, is it? It's been out for a while.
Yeah,
I
it came
thought.
out in 2017, 2018. Came out 2018.
Oh no, it's been that long?
I have it on my Switch and it's pretty good on Switch.
It's not bad. I didn't think it went well on Switch.
I mean, it's a 10-year-old game. Surely it would run okay on the Switch.
Yeah, it's a thing.
It is.
You guys play Sekiro?
I played a bit. I don't own it though.
No, I didn't play any of that. I think I might have it, but I didn't play it because when you have 600 games in your Steam library, just don't play anything and
True.
hope for the best.
I just look at my Steam library simulator.
Yeah, I look at it and I I go, man, I should play a game. And then I watch a YouTube video where a guy screams my pussy every 20 minutes. And
Man, I have some games I didn't even know I owned.
Let me look at
hey, look
Like,
at
I
that
didn't even know I
library,
owned
boy.
The Long Dark. Now that you mentioned it, I'm like looking through my Steam library.
that reminds me of.
There's a Mad Max game.
Yeah. Yeah, it's
yeah,
like the
that's pretty
Batman
good.
games.
Yeah, it's not bad.
I didn't even know I owned this.
I think I bought that a long time ago, and I played 20 minutes of it, and I was like, man, let's just go play Arkham Asylum. And then I refunded it and went and played Arkham Asylum. That's my story for the day. Did you like it? I know I did.
That's beautiful.
Thanks, man.
Yeah, thanks. Nice speech.
That reminds me though.
Catch me
I
in.
believe Himegoto bought Terraria this week.
You did?
We all bought Terraria, didn't we?
God, I played that in like 2012.
Look, this guy.
I need to
Disgusting.
finalize the purchase. I do have it in my cart though.
It's okay. I've played not very much of it.
We're about to have our own server.
I don't know. I get really bored of it. That's just me though. I have friends that have like thousands of hours in the game. Like I have a friend with like literally 4,000.
Damn.
Yes, he really likes
Jesus
that game.
Christ. 4,000 hours and something? Korey only has like 1,000 in TF2.
Yeah, I played competitive Terraria.
You should look at Himegoto's hours on H1Z1. Let's talk about that, huh? He's blowing my team for just 2 hours out of the water.
Wait, how many hours?
What would that be? Like 3,000 hours, James?
No,
Let's
I
see.
don't believe it's. I believe it's 1,500 more or
Okay.
less.
This guy was on the grind.
Like, when did that game come out?
2001.
Okay, that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, 2001.
That's why it was so bad. It came out 20 years ago.
Came out 2015, January 15.
When did it start getting bad?
That's up to James to figure
When it
out.
came out.
When
What?
that combat update released.
So, okay. I remember playing it at Bacon Lettuce Cade's house, and I was like running, and I got stuck in a door frame, and then I just kept clipping through the ground. And Cade was like screaming at me to quit the game because he was going to get a high score or something on his leaderboard. Because I was just sitting there waiting for somebody to kill me. Good times.
Beautiful.
Now let's talk about Melee. Have you guys? What's your guys' opinion on the new netcode?
Phenomenal.
I mean,
Fantastic.
rollback's always the best way to go.
Now let's talk about why Nintendo won't put it in Ultimate.
Because they're a bunch
guy to do
I'd
it.
probably play Ultimate if it had rollback.
You know,
I probably-
if Sakurai knew what he was doing, I bet he was sitting that
whoa,
off.
whoa! That's very controversial.
Hold up. I like
the dick.
if Sakurai knew what he was doing in terms of networking, he would probably sit in that office all day, every day, trying to improve it because he just lives there. He lives at the Nintendo headquarters.
I was gonna say he sits there all day, every day already, right?
Well, yeah, but he's probably like thinking about what Banjo-Kazooie game to put in it, his Smash game thing.
Is there any? Do you guys play Ultimate at all?
No.
We played when me and Dizzy went on our trip with our friends. We played a bunch of Ultimate, but that's
just
been a
played
while
one.
ago. I played Ike because he had a sword.
It's like half the cast in that game.
That is true.
Well, I mean-
Sword.
The swords are these long arms. If you modded them to just be longer arms, nobody would say anything. The new ARMS character has long arms. She has a sword. Thank you. Thank you for indulging me.
Okay, what's the next topic for the day?
The next topic.
What's going on in the news around life? What's happened?
Do we need to talk about depressing shit?
How? Like, what's something good going on in your town? Like,
Oh, I thought you meant all the
Good
news.
going on?
yeah.
Well, he just turned into an airplane.
Good.
Good?
It's hard to say. I mean, Michigan has been pretty rough. Bars opened up too early, and one bar, like everybody inside the bar got tested and positive for corona. It was like almost like 200 people
Wow.
within like an afternoon.
Wait, we talk about good news?
Yeah, I thought we were. Peter's out here
This is
moaning
good.
that
In the herd.
Peter just wants like the end to hurry up and come. So
Yeah.
this is the best time for him.
I just need the end to come so then I can come out as everybody's overlord.
Okay.
Talk about the video game?
It's easier to no,
Hmm.
I'm talking about it's easier to take over the minds of people when there's less of them.
Talk about the anime.
Oh. have I
Let's
with that?
see. I don't really watch too much anime, but I watched Parasite again. That was pretty good.
I watched that a few weeks ago. That
Strange kid was watching.
I
It's
really
'cause
like
it's-
those coming of age stories.
I don't know what to say to that.
yeah. What do we say to that?
Well, have you
I-
seen Parasite?
Yeah, I've seen it. I watched it
It's
a few weeks
coming of
ago.
age story, Chief.
It's coming of age mean you become a alien and then
No,
you
it
come
just
of
means
age.
you wait till they're 18.
Oh,
It's more like when the protagonist like has like a very. I just like the story arc in it, like the character development in the story.
I've been watching Wipeout. Do you guys know what Wipeout is?
Yeah, I played that on my my Connect.
Okay.
Back to 2008 or something like that.
Well, that's when Wipeout came out. So Wipeout is like this British game show where these people run an obstacle course, and it's just some like smarmy British man making dumbass jokes while they're getting beat up.
Sounds like Top Gear.
Me and James and like the rest of the crew watched like this game show or this dating show. If you want to talk about that, James, like, is that okay?
Oh, I mean, yeah, that's okay to talk
I mean,
about. I don't
okay.
really
If we
care
say
if you talk
something not
about it.
okay, it just gets cut out.
Yeah, anything that you deem not good for YouTube, you can simply edit out.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, we're just having fun.
Having fun. I got a beer in one hand and a shotgun in the other, and I'm in my
I
rocking
got a
chair.
beer in one hand and another in the other.
Another and the other.
What have I heard?
So me, like James and the boys, watched like this dating show where like 5 like people of like whatever your, I don't know what you'd call it, people you want to date. So like there's one person in the middle of the room and they want to date the 5 people that are in the cages. And
Cages.
well, they're not cages, but they're,
Hold up, Chief.
They're kind of like it's like a rectangular display box, and like it's just 4 sides of glass, basically.
and the front's like solid, so you can't like see into it.
Extra stuff.
Okay, well you're almost there. So the front part raises up and it's like this solid door, and you only see like they're naked in the boxes. So you see like their wiener down first. So you're just sitting there staring at.
There's nudity.
Yeah, it's uncensored too.
Yes, which penis would you like to date the most?
But like, that's the thing. That sounds insane, right? But these people are like sitting there like, yeah, well, his ball sack's a little bit loose, dude. I don't think I can date a man with a loose ball sack.
Oh boy.
And that's real. That's the real shit.
Yeah, that's why it's funny you say that, Beater, because when they get to that point, that's when the contestant has to choose one person that they'd like to eliminate.
Man,
And all
dude,
you've seen is the bottom half of their body.
you know, I think I just carry like a pack of ice with me to prevent, loose ball sack syndrome.
What the?
Well, like, you really see some petty shit in that show. Because there was like,
Of course you do. It's a
I-
show about which penis looks the best.
well, it's not just
I mean-
penises. You like, there were dudes looking at girls too.
And vajayjays?
Yeah.
What about Todd's?
Wait.
You get to see the Todd's?
Fuck are you talking about?
Well, you said that guys get to look at girls. I mean, it's not about the vajayjays too. There's the Todd's equation.
There's like the first episode we watched, I think the first contestant was a male and then the next contestant was a female. So yeah, we're like reverse the roles. I don't know if that's what you're asking, but
Yeah, we don't know what the fuck you're talking about with Todd's over here.
Oh my god, titties!
Oh, yeah, you
my
eventually see
God.
everything.
I thought you were talking about the Tide Pods.
I was thinking toads. I was like, yeah, you see toes.
Dang,
What?
you've never heard somebody call titties Todd's?
I have not myself.
I've heard Tots.
But I mean, we do live really far away from each other here in the US.
Me and Himegoto and Level 9 say pop. I bet you say soda.
The fuck are you talking about? I say things are pop. Then you're gonna be over here saying I call it soda water. Ooh.
Man, you should try coming to like the ghetto areas here and ask if people want pop.
And
You're gonna get
the-
a much different response.
It's like they're gonna pull out a paddle and just spank me.
Is that like a drug reference?
Sure.
See, when people say pop, that's what I think of too, Dizzward. Like people taking out their paddle and whipping them.
Justice.
Justice. Somebody needs their paddling.
It's soda changed my mind. Do you guys have can returns?
I
What did
mean,
you say?
we do,
Like,
but we don't. Nobody does
Will
it.
not do it.
No.
Oh, like out in public at parks and whatnot.
Like where you get like soda. I mean pop. Sorry, guys.
Jesus
Um,
Christ.
He was memeing, by the way. I refer to it as soda 99% of the time.
Yeah, it's soda.
Yeah.
Changed my mind.
So
Those
I
were?
think at Target, for example, they have some receptacles where you can recycle certain things, but it's definitely not. It's not popular by any means. We have many dump sites scattered throughout the area, and I mean, you can find everything and anything in there. So
Yeah, the smaller communities burn all their trash, so there's just burn piles going 24/7. That's not true. Most people around here burn their own trash. Like
That's
they don't.
really- I don't know how I feel about that.
Well, I'm sorry. You had to learn the hard truth. That I set my trash on fire and I put it in front of my neighbor's doors.
and then they stepped on it, and then it just went down.
Ah, this man ate all kinds of chicken nuggets this week. Disgusting.
How dare you?
Yeah, Michigan's got quite an insane soda return.
So when you say soda return, do you just mean recycling?
Yeah, so you get 10 cents for each can.
Okay, yeah, we do have stuff like that here.
But
It's
our
just
rate is not nearly as high as that.
10
it's
cents.
probably like 5
Yeah,
cents
so-
or something.
I mean, I don't think people like realize that like when you like buy soda, like the price is increased because of the 10 cents, but the 10 cents is an incentive for people here to like recycle more.
It's a good idea.
Yeah, that's. I mean, I know on the can you see like MI 10 cents and then other states for 5 cents, but I don't know how much it is for Texas residents.
I'm pretty sure it's like 5. I know my brother was doing it for a while where he'd pick up cans and have like trash bags, and he would get maybe $20 from all of that.
I think the most I've ever gotten from like bottle can return was like $60 or $70.
Holy moly.
Yeah, it took forever to get all those cans in the machine though.
There's a machine?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you were saying like you reached into the working machine and you pulled out all the
I just
cans.
took out the $70. I thought I was never gonna get my hand back.
That's not even what I was saying. I thought you were like robbing them for the cans. So you're just throwing full cans of soda into the recycling thing.
Yeah, so well, you just go to the recycling machine and you put in the cans, and then it crushes them, and then you get 10 cents.
Can you like,
10 cents for one bag?
you know, cartoons where they drill a little hole in a quarter and they put a string in it? Can you do that to the cans?
I don't think so, because there's like little numbers. I think they like scan the bottle.
Hmm.
Like there's like a serial number it scans for.
We used to go to the railroad. Well, I don't know if this is legal or not, so naturally I didn't do it. But you could go to the railroad and take out the spots, and you could take them out to the recycling areas and get like a few dollars for every one of
Oh
them.
my god, no way! Do people actually do that?
They used to, but I don't
Dude,
know if
that is
that.
insane. They're like, all right, let's steal the railroad tracks and sell them, boys.
Well, you gotta do what you gotta do to get that meth. That sweet, sweet meth.
I remember when I was younger, I helped my father split wire once.
Okay, I didn't know where that was going.
So,
I went into a garage one time. Like they were getting rid of it, and they were just like, take whatever you want. And I pulled out a couple pounds of copper. And copper sells for a really high price. But I've also heard like people melt down pennies and like separate the copper, which seems insane. And I hope that's not a thing a lot of people are doing. So they'd separate the copper and the other stuff, and they'd go and sell it back.
it's 2020.
That-
People are doing anything and everything to make cash. So
Yo, out here in 2020, we're melting down pennies. Fuck your pennies.
Holy shit, that's controversial.
Hey man, can I have your penny? I guess. All right.
No, not the
You know,
penny.
like those penny machines at like amusement parks? Is that
Yeah,
like,
the-
even legal? Isn't that like destruction of U.S. currency?
I guess it's legal. They've been there for my entire life,
That is true,
What?
actually.
and I've
I
seen.
mean, if you really think about it, I mean, maybe it's legal. There's specific laws because nobody cares about pennies.
I remember Dad like getting out of our truck, or his truck, when I was a little kid, and he's like, "Watch this!" And he took a quarter and he put it on the railroad track right before a train came, and then we watched the train flatten a quarter. It's kind of a fun story.
Yo, who won? The quarter or the train?
The quarter.
Oh shit!
It was the deadliest train wreck in all of history. Well, we got to see a quarter flatten. I was watching videos of people standing in front of trains the other day, trying to make them stop.
What the heck, dude? Is it like a TikTok?
Is it like one of those TikToks, young man?
Yeah, is it one of those TikToks?
Nah, it's like a Twitter video. I don't know where it came from.
Video.
Yeah, those can come from anywhere, but like they were trying to get the train to stop. They were putting tree branches across the tracks and stuff, and it's probably like 200 feet away, and people were just kind of going, "Hey man, I don't think it's stopping. Guys, I don't think it's stopping. Guys, get out of the way, it's not stopping! No!" And then they get out of the way.
I was about to say, I don't know. Not do that. It's
Yeah.
so stupid.
Doesn't sound like a good idea.
Well, like,
God.
I think
I feel like the invention of cameras is like lowered the average IQ of the human being. People want to do more stupid stuff now that they can be recorded.
That is true, actually.
yeah, let's go burn down a playground.
Let's get run over by a train for them clout points.
Dude, let's Spider-Man a train and then record it. Like, where we tie ourselves to the front of the train and we like yell like we're stopping it. That's
Yeah, let's tie some rope to some buildings and then we'll just hold them as the train goes.
Dude, it's like that episode of SpongeBob where he's like stuck in the jellyfish field and he's like has the loser call. That's gonna be me in front of that train, dude. Like,
You start blowing on it.
loser, and then I explode. Not from the train, just from everyday life.
Sounds sad.
I'm sorry, Korey. So you're looking at the docket, right? Which one of these beautiful questions do you want to read or
Me?
be asked? Yeah, either one of you. We got the classic.
Yo, Korey,
my
do you
last
wanna
chance.
kiss?
I was looking at that one, but I don't know about that one.
Who did it?
Who did it?
James tells me to stop it. What is James trying to tell you to stop? That's what I'm curious about.
Alright, gamers, here's an important question. Who is still speedrunning?
The last game I speedran was Katana Zero, and that was a year ago. So,
Katana Zero. Man, dude, that's some weeaboo shit.
damn. Katana Zero is sick. I don't know what you're talking about.
Wow, that sounds like something a true weeb would say.
If I was a weeb, I wouldn't like women. So,
Wait, what? Yeah, dude, you wouldn't like women. You'd only like cartoons.
yeah, I'd like, yeah, man, I would like, 2D women, and that would be it. And my body pillow. I said that? Well, somebody in this chat has a body pillow, and it's two of them.
God. I
Here
knew
we
it.
go to
I knew it. I knew it, James.
I knew it too. Oh my god.
You guys are joking.
Do you guys know the story behind it?
Wait, wait, it is actually you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I actually thought it was gonna be Korey, but
I would
Just
never have
joking.
one.
Bro, this dude deflected so hard. He's like, what?
I would have a body pillow.
Damn, out of all the people I expected to have a body pillow, it was not James.
So, back in high school, I actively watched anime way. I actively watched anime, and I don't as much now. And so, Toxic Flyman, guy you guys probably know, or as we know him as Andrew at San Japan and whatnot. He went to school with me, and him and several other people, Fop Top was included, a guy named Jared, a guy named Wyatt, and a few other guys. I guess I'm pretty sure Andrew's the one that put this together, but they decided that they would buy me a body pillow. And so the first thing they had to do was determine who was my waifu at the time. And I didn't really have one. Whatever show I was watching at the time was what I enjoyed, so to speak. And so I was currently watching Oreimo, or I had just finished it or something. And one day Fop Top asked me who my waifu was. And at the time he was really pushing for an answer, and I thought nothing of it. And I think he even said it himself, like, is Kirino your waifu from Oreimo? I was like, yeah, sure, you know, that I would say so, you know, whatever. I didn't really think anything of it at the time.
Not a
And
bad
so
choice.
sometime later, we are hanging out at Andrew's house like we had done many, many times before, and we were playing games and whatnot. And so Andrew walks in with this box that's as tall as I am. And I remember because I had worked that day, I was working at Walmart at the time. This was 2014, 2015. And he was like, hey, James, we got something for you. And so I opened it up, and there it was, an Oreimo body pillow, full body pillow.
Glory.
Has two sides. One side is not PG. And yeah, everyone, they recorded it. There's actually a video on YouTube. I don't have the link handy, but there's a video of me opening it. But yeah, and Scott, a guy who has since passed away, he also contributed to it. And so that's kind of why I don't actually have it displayed or anything, because I don't want it to get dirty or whatever, but it is in my closet. And
I thought body pillows were meant to get dirty.
But yeah, it was something that no one had ever really done for me like that before, where like a group of people were like, let's get this guy something. And it really touched me. So
I mean,
I really hope you really didn't touch that body pillow.
no, I didn't. I used to have it so years ago, I did have it out like on my bed and stuff, and it was there when people would come over. But then like we'd be hanging out playing Smash, and people would lay their head on it or they'd sit by it. And I was like, man, like over time, this thing will probably get dirty, or, you know, things will get spilled on it. And, you know, like not that I care about the character on it or that it's my waifu, but the fact that my friends came together to do something like that for me makes it to where I want to keep it, you know, tucked away. So,
Man, that's a true bro moment.
it was a very big bro moment.
That's beautiful.
dang, Dizzy, why don't you ever do anything like that for me?
I gave you a hug.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's all I need in life.
Human
Ah.
contact.
Human contact. That thing I don't have. So,
Is
Dizzy,
there anything you guys are... Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
I was about to ask something stupid, but I'll ask it. Do you want to edit this podcast?
Oh God.
Oh, Lord. Extra activity.
You can put it on your resume. That's a good point. What were you gonna say, Peter? After we've asked
I was
this
gonna
awful
ask
question.
if you guys were gonna like plan anything once, you know, this whole Corona thing passes.
I mean, Dizzy's coming over in a week. He's probably
Well, I
gonna
mean,
give it to me.
Yo, just remember to wear a face mask and a condom.
Well, Beater,
Ah.
if you are
What's the
you
big map
interested in visiting us? Is that where this question's coming from?
Is that true?
I mean, maybe, but I was just asking if you guys. I mean, if I had money to, I'd be down to do that. But I'm just like asking if you guys like were planning on doing anything once like stuff opens up.
My bad. I did push for that there. I thought that's why you were asking, though. That's really why I thought you were asking. I'm sorry.
I mean, I'd be down to, cause like I wanted to go to the one
San
convention
Japan.
down there. Yeah,
Yeah.
San Japan.
Well, that's not happening this year, right?
Correct. It is.
Yeah.
Yeah, like nothing's happening. Dude, they kept like delaying SGDQ, and they're like finally like, all right, we're just gonna make this an online event. I'm glad I didn't buy tickets this year.
I'm glad I didn't try to do a run of Laugh.
I have a friend that just got partner on Twitch, and he's hoping to do a run on like he does Paper Mario 1000 Year Door speedruns.
Dizzy,
Dizzy?
you were asking about that earlier?
Yeah.
Oh,
Do you
About
watch speedruns of Paper
TTYD?
Mario 1000 Year Door? TTYD?
I don't think so. No, I did it a long time ago, but not anymore. I'm watching Wooly play Paper Mario 1000 Year Door at the moment.
Is Wooly actually playing with that mod where he's in the game? Or was that just a
No,
little cartoon I saw?
That was just a clip that you saw.
Okay. Shout out to Wooly Wolves, my hero. So I still think we should go camping as our group activity for the year. Just think about it. There's nobody around. We're in the woods.
Yeah, we should go find Bigfoot.
We see some skinwalkers. Bigfoot's there. He tried to suck my dick. It's
Oh, wait, how can you suck your own dick?
Oh yeah, you found them already.
yeah, we already found both of them, the skinwalkers and the Bigfoot.
Actually,
And-
Go on.
I don't know. I don't know where you want me to go with that.
I was about to ask.
I don't know. I was just thinking you're gonna say big toes, but
You have big toes.
if I may quote some wise words from level 9 on 6/28/2020, I hope Bigfoot sucks my dick. To which someone replied, will you suck his in return? Level 9. No, I don't like hairy peen.
Yo, do you think Bigfoot shaves?
Probably not. He lives in the forest.
Late in his life.
What if Bigfoot was just like a hairy dude that lived in the forest? And we've been like confusing him for 100 years. I think that would be.
He's 100 years old now.
Yeah, he's just hairy and old.
Imagine being hairy and old.
Ugh.
This is so sad.
I want to ask Himegoto about Realm. How's that going? You got any new orange bags, white bags?
Well, yeah, I did get an orange bag last night. The best DPS related leather armor in the game. I was super excited about that. That was pretty popping. And then a few weeks ago, I was in a single stream. I got 3 white bags from one of the in-game bosses.
It was like one of the best items in the game.
Was
One
that-
of them was one I'd never gotten before. So what's up?
That was in one of your new videos, right?
No, though I haven't made it to those clips yet, as far
Okay.
as sending it to Astrodex. So, but that will probably come and after a few videos or so. But other than that, I'm just watching Deca to see how they update and maintain their new Unity engine. If maybe you guys have heard me joke about it before on the stream, you just constantly disconnect from the game when playing on Unity, and it would be rather frustrating for me to even try, especially when I'm trying to do these runs. And so I've continued to play on Flash. Flash, of course, is going down at the end of this year, so hopefully by then Unity is actually working properly, and I will switch over to it. And you guys, I guess, as far as the stream layout goes, there won't be an anime picture there anymore, or a rabbit picture. It'll just be me in the game. So, but Unity looks great and it feels awesome, but it's just not there yet.
Does Unity have like a graphics upgrade?
No, I mean, sort of. The game, you can tell it looks a bit better. Things kind of pop out more, and there's some there are things that they are able to do with Unity that were never possible with Flash. Even as far as creating new ability items and weapons and whatnot in the game, they can do totally new things. Some of the enemies, like, they have these new unique shot patterns and whatnot. Again, not possible through Flash. And also, hopefully with Unity, they can crack down on the hackers and people, taking advantage of issues with Flash within the game.
I mean, Flash has been it feels like a dead technology for a long time.
Yeah. So,
Well, there's hardly anything that actually supports it anymore, but
True.
it's still kind of legacied into everything.
mhm.
I mean, even Adobe said they were done with it, and their entire platform is built off of Flash. Well, I mean, it is Adobe, but it's not everything. It's even you and me.
We are Flash.
Ba, 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 ba.
That was beautiful.
So you want to kiss now?
I don't know if I'm ready.
Me neither.
I think that counts as our random nonsense that James hates.
How much of Texas is open so far? Like, are a lot of recreational activities available now?
The bars are closed back down. You can still go to get a haircut, but you have to be masked up.
Some establishes.
Restaurants are 50%.
Thank you. Yes, some establishments do allow you to dine in, but there are others that are still only carry out and delivery.
Anything else? The parks and stuff are open. Abbott came out the other day and said he's mandatory mask wearing now, so you have to wear it.
And I think places that serve alcoholic beverages can now, what is it? They can, you can get alcoholic drinks to go or something.
What? Dude,
Yeah,
that's nuts.
Don't quote me word for word, but I know there were
bar.
some headlines about it or something. I don't know if it went through.
Yeah, I'd like some alcoholic beverages to go. I mean, I need that on my morning drive to work.
But yeah, it's interesting times here in 2020.
Definitely is. It's the I forgot what it's called.
Oh, and a lot of
The-
our grocery stores now have reduced hours. None of them are 24 hours currently. Some of
That's
them
true.
were prior to
Yeah, almost all Walmarts through 24 hours, and now they're what since 8,
Or-
something like
yeah,
that.
Something like that. I know that. I think they close at 8. So
Is there anything else open? I don't think there is. GameStop's open. You want to go in a GameStop?
yeah, you can walk into GameStop. My local card shops are open. People
Spot.
are still playing. I'm 100% guilty of that.
Yeah, whenever I trade cards to people now, I just lick them.
Remember early on, before we any of this really happened, I was telling you about that, James, and how if you got it, you would just be coughing on cards and put it in the envelopes.
Yeah.
No.
You'd be like the first bioterrorist. This will show you for not paying $4 extra. Yeah.
Oh my lord.
James and then he disappears. The world needed him most.
He vanished.
You still playing Yu-Gi-Oh regularly then?
Prior to what happened the other day, yes. Card shops are open with, half capacity. But I mean, you're still sitting across from each other at the end of the day.
If you're in certain shops, you can't trade if you're playing Yu-Gi-Oh, but you can trade if you're playing any other card game.
I read about that.
But yeah, they're still open and whatnot. And I still play. I'm still buying and selling. Yeah, I'm actually talking to someone right now on my phone regarding the transaction. So yeah, it never stops.
Hey, don't stop coming.
Even when you can't use the cardboard and legal sanctioned events, people still want it anyway.
Well, you sold a $1,000 card or something like that the other day, didn't you?
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Wait, what?
$899.
Stole a card?
I sold.
You
Oh, I
stole?
thought you said you stole one. I'm like, wow, that's casual.
Casually copped a $900 piece real quick.
Dude, that was in a frame in your bank, right? And you just walked over and yoink!
I know.
Mine now. I'm the official bank Yu-Gi-Oh card player. Give it here.
This is mine, gamer. Must be
Hey,
a pretty good
gamer.
feeling.
Of being a gamer? No, it's not a good feeling.
Have you guys ever try to do webcam Yu-Gi-Oh? You just have a camera over your cards and just duel each other, James? Was that just another thing?
They actually, Konami themselves posted something about that, that they were going to try and do something like that, but then immediately players were making fun of it. What's to stop someone from, if they're shuffling their deck, what's to stop them from sliding a card into their hand? And, and it's just, it comes with a lot of issues and questions that are hard to address. So, and of course, Konami, for some reason, has never put out an official simulator to play the game online, like Wizards of the Coast has. So
To be honest, Wizard of the Coast simulator is not great for Magic.
Yeah,
Pretty nice if you're just getting into it, but I feel like hardcore players really don't like it.
yeah. The angriest I've been in years was playing that Magic game, the Arena.
Yeah, Magic the Gathering Arena.
Yeah, Korey was sitting there. It was on stream, and I was just screaming as hard as I could that I wasn't gonna surrender or something like that. And I think Dizzy messaged me after the stream. And he's like, "Are you okay? You got pretty angry."
But there is duel links for people who like the speed duel concept. I'm not really invested into it, and also it is so heavily pay to win. You have to just buy booster after booster after booster within the app if you want to have a somewhat competitive deck if you're trying to climb and rank up. So it's not something I've ever been interested in. I don't get to play the normal advanced format enough as it is, and especially with everything going on in the world, it kind of crushed that. So saying something, or go ahead.
They have those games on Steam, the Yu-Gi-Oh games.
Yes.
Can you not play those online with each other, or do those have certain rule sets, or is that
the thing about those? And it's so funny because they recently released one on the Switch. But
Wait, recently released a what on the Switch?
A Yu-Gi-Oh trading card game on the Switch.
No way. Hold up, let me get on my Switch.
But the problem with those is, I don't know how to word this properly, because I'm brain dead. But you can't expect people to go out and buy the respective console in the game just so we can do this. Like, it just doesn't work like that, because you look at Magic the Gathering Arena
And it's free.
like, Konami, can you just do something like that and make it available on PC, you know, and just make it where we can play you know, I wouldn't even care if they did that and there was still some like pay to win aspect, like, or you had to buy packs to get the cards that you want for your deck. But they've never done one. They've never had one that's like, this is the one, this is our main one, we're going to contribute our resources to keep it maintained and updated, you know. Yeah, because one thing I'm envious of with Magic is I know there are even platforms where I was talking to a guy a few years ago about it, where you can play in events through this application or program, and then you can actually, in some form or fashion, you can make money off of it, like actual cash off of it. And of course, Konami's always been like, even when you win their biggest events, you never receive money. It's not ever money. It's like you get a prize card that could be worth $1,000, $2,000, but it's up to you, you know, to like sell that card or something if you wanted cash. But
It's probably because the game's marketed towards kids.
that is correct. Yes, you're correct.
I was always curious how the card value is determined, I guess. Honestly.
Well, when a booster set comes out, you know, you have your cards of different rarities. So from there, the cards that are harder to pull are going to have greater value than those that you pull. And, you know, like your commons really are not going to be worth anything. And most of your super rares aren't either, because you get a super rare in every pack at the minimum, or sometimes it's an ultra rare secret. And there are thousands and thousands of people across, I mean, we'll just stick to the US, who are opening sealed product. And so one guy lists his card at $2, and then someone else comes in and lists and has 10 of them and lists them at $1.80. Another guy comes in, has 6 of them at $1.70, and then eventually you have 80 listings for the same card, so it's only going to be worth, you know, 10 cents or something. But then you have the cards that you could buy 4 booster boxes worth of product, which is going to cost you over $300 sometimes, and you don't pull a single copy of this card that you want, and it's like a secret rare, and it's a very meta relevant competitive card, so it's going to hold a value from anywhere between, it could be like $20 to $40, or it could be right now we have a play set of cards in the game that's really good against back row heavy decks called Lightning Storm. A single copy of that card costs $130, and you need 3 of them if you really want to do well in the game. So stuff like that.
It's too
See,
complicated.
like I feel like
Yeah.
super games have been like hard for me to get into just because of the money investment.
Yeah. Which, so for me, for example, though, most of my time is spent playing at the local level here within my region. You know, I only go maybe 30, 40 miles at most to play. And a lot of those players do not spend to that extent. So I don't necessarily have to have those kind of cards. Like the most expensive card in my deck currently is probably only $15, $20, if that. And even if players in my local area have those really good cards, I just play around them when I'm playing the game, which I'd have to go into way more to explain all that. But, you know, I try and make up for not having those more expensive cards by playing around them during the match or the game.
How much do you think your deck is worth right now?
My current deck is probably only worth maybe $150 to
It's not
$200.
terrible.
No, not at all. And it's a deck that I have been playing for at least, it's been over a year and a half. So I've had like the core of the deck for months and months and months. And every now and then they release a new card that's $12, $5, and I just need to purchase usually only 1 copy of that card to stick it in, and I take something else out.
I have a friend that plays super competitive Magic the Gathering, and his deck is like almost $1,300.
Yeah, in Magic they have different formats like Modern and Standard and Commander, and the money can fluctuate heavily.
Yeah, it's kind of insane. Like I was trying to get into it for like a while, but it's just like I'm not willing to spend that kind of money because like if I want to like play at my locals, I feel like I have to spend at least like $500 just to get a deck that's competitive with other people.
I feel that.
At least like in my local area, just because a lot of the people here are really dedicated. So if I like bring in like a budget deck for most people is like $150, like I'm gonna get totally trashed.
That's why you get to beat them with the cheapest deck you can find.
Dude, you know, like people build $2 computers, build a $2 deck, and then beat them.
Deck time. It's also annoying how like the rules work in Magic. How like it feels like every like few years, like every like couple years, like your deck is just like not legal to use in the current format that people play. So it's just like, all right, well I can't sell these cards there because they're not really worth anything anymore, and now I just have to spend another shitload of money. Kind of why I dropped the game.
Yeah, it's crazy. We have, well, that doesn't happen in Yu-Gi-Oh! So like you can, I mean, I'm still playing a card that came out, like in my main deck, I have a card that came out, I think it was like in it was in one of the first like 6 or 7 booster sets, and this was over a decade ago. And it's at 1, so you can play 1 copy of it, and I play that in my deck. Of course, it's been reprinted several times, it's not expensive by any means. But yeah, you can still use super old cards. You guys have probably heard of Regeki, Monster Reborn. Those cards are both at 1. You can play those in your deck. Monster Reborn sees a ton of play. It's a very powerful, just like a free body.
It's a good card.
And then
What?
Regeki, and not so much, but
Doesn't Regeki just like get a discard a card and then
no, Regeki just says destroy all monsters your opponent controls. But a lot of boards now in the game, like they have either a way to just negate that effect altogether, or they have card effects that read if your opponent would, if this card would be destroyed by battle or card effect, you can do this instead to prevent it from happening. So
anti-Regeki.
yeah, kind of like that. So but yeah, so all the cards are always legal, but then that's why we have power creep, and it's, I mean, like new cards come out and they're just insane. It feels like, but then a few years from now, those cards will just be kind of whatever, because they'll create something else. And yeah,
I mean, they're already to the point, like when you show me cards, they have like entire stories on the bottom. Like, I'm not trying
the
to,
text.
bro, I can't read. I'm not trying to sit there and read the entire dictionary on a card. I can't play that.
Pendulums
Yo,
are
dude, I'm just
fantastic,
sitting there
man.
trying not to read in general.
Pendulums, you have your normal box of text, and then there's like a smaller rectangular box of text above it. It's pretty neat. So, of course, I'm biased. I enjoy playing the game. I've played it for years. So,
I've always laughed at the names that I've been seeing lately, like Laundry Dragon Maid.
Dragon Maid, yeah, the Dragon Maids, yeah, those are pretty popular. Those have some really expensive cards because people are like, oh, my Dragon Maids, so there's that. There's a card in the game called Totally Awesome, because he's totally awesome, and he was very popular in the meta some years ago. I used to play him actually in a version of a deck I played. So yeah, I got some great card names.
I'm looking at the names right now, they're killing me. Jinzo. Okay. That was one.
Trap hole, black hole, white hole. I think those are all real cards. So
Yeah, Trap Hole, White Hole. Yeah, those are real cards for sure.
I'm gonna have a whole deck only made out of those cards.
All right, I don't know how far you'll get, but
Okay.
power to you.
Every turn is just nothing but trap cards.
Yeah.
Oh, I see you played 45 cards on your field. Black hole. Boom.
That's
So any like activities you guys want to do, like when recreational stuff gets back up, like any places you guys are planning on visiting?
I want to swim.
Me and James are gonna play a lot more tennis when everything's back.
I
Yeah.
second that statement very
Wow,
hard.
classy.
And I would enjoy swimming as well. As Dizzy said, I would enjoy swimming. I just don't feel comfortable going out. My pool is open while office staff are here, but I just don't feel comfortable at this time going out there.
That's understandable. I mean, pools are already dirty, and like now there's Rona.
Yeah.
Like it's insane.
The Rona. But I was gonna
Honestly,
get my
Why
straw
do you
and
guys
just
share a
drink.
bathtub? I don't understand.
Dude, we could snuggle in the bathtub.
Yeah, we just snuggle in the bathtub.
Who wouldn't want that? So, guys, I think it was a pretty good stream, podcast, whatever the hell we're doing.
Yeah, dude, nice stream. Nice stream.
Nice stream.
Yeah.
Where can we find you guys? Do you have anywhere we can find you?
Okay, so my address is.
And don't forget that social security number.
Oh.
I'll make sure to put it on my doorstep.
I guess you guys can find me at Dizzward on Twitter.com.
You know, I kind of want to start
Twitter.com/.
streaming again, so maybe I'll plug my Twitch, but
And what is that Twitch beater?
it's twitch.tv/BeterBan.
Right on.
You can find me at twitch.tv/Dizzward.
And you can see
Dizzward.
some questionable melee content on Dizzwords.
Oh, no.
Roguelike games, all kinds of things. I play everything.
Right on. And I stream at twitch.tv/nervous, NURVUS. Lots of
Yeah,
Realm of the
maybe
Mad Guy.
now that there's a rollback, we could probably play melee without it feeling terrible.
Yeah, for sure.
We could do teams right now.
And what about you,
Oh,
level 9?
boy.
So I'm on Twitter 8 hours a day. I'm level 9. I'll put our names on the screen.
His likes are insane.
Yeah, my likes are insane. You'll never know what I'm liking or disliking. My stream is twitch.tv/level9, where you can hit that follow button because there's no telling when the hell I'm ever gonna stream again. So,
You said you could stream Donkey Kong.
yeah, that's right. I said I was gonna stream Donkey Kong, and here we are. So,
Wait, hold up. This isn't streaming Donkey Kong.
I guess you're right.
Busted.
Anybody else have anything to say before we kill it behind the shed?
Behind the shed.
That's right. All right.
Don't forget to subscribe to my OnlyFans.
Please, for God's sake, wear a mask.
Wash your hands.
Watch your face.
Wash your feet.
Wear protection.
This has been not very good with words. I'll see you in 2 weeks.
Woo!
Yay.
No, don't stream.